Busy people and lots of yellies, Worcester hipsters and fed up townies. We have more than pizza in common, with two rocks for bookends. New Haven, New Haven, New Haven, between two rocks.
All right, everybody, welcome back to the Between Two Rocks podcast. This is episode 7. We are coming to you at Baobab Tree Studios. I made a good effort on that, Baobab, I think, Studios. Tree Studios. There's a tree in there. Baobab Tree Studios. Yeah, we got it. This is great. Killing it. We are in this beautiful studio in downtown New Haven. People are walking by. We're waving at them. It's great.
There's a guy peeing on the window outside. This is fantastic.
But this is smell-proof, so it's great. We are just living the height of luxury. So you've already heard my co-host, once again, Colin Ryan. Welcome back.
Thank you. Good to be here again.
Yeah, nice to have you. We missed you last episode. It was super boring, so I got a lot of negative feedback. That was good.
Nice.
People were like, "Oh, the soccer episode, boy, I really tuned out." I was like, "All right, cool, fair enough."
Nice.
But you gotta live and learn.
Yeah,
that's how it goes.
I'm glad I missed that one.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And so this week's guest is the owner of the Bradley Street Bicycle Co-op. Please welcome John Martin.
Oh, there's no applause?
I think we're gonna pipe in. We're gonna pipe in. There's a laugh track actually that we're gonna
the
dub
laugh
over.
Yeah,
it's all laughter from
They're
Full House.
They're
it's
still
really weird.
clapping right now. Actually,
That's great.
It's gonna sound real weird.
Yeah. Well, thank you for finally introducing me because you guys can't banter back and forth without me also being able to chime in. So
Yeah. I know we should have held off longer and just had a whole 15
we
minutes.
could banter back and forth the whole time.
I had
don't know what
jokes
you're
for talking about who's outside. I'm just ready.
Okay, that's good. John, you own Bradley Street Co-op.
Yes.
It's like a bike place, as far as I understand it. It's full of bike stuff, for sure.
Yes.
It's a co-op, which, I guess means that you don't make money, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
That's for sure.
The losses are shared amongst all the members.
Exactly. Exactly.
Beautiful.
I
It's a
encourage
share
anyone.
profit-loss model.
Yeah, anyone who's listening, come on down anytime.
Because you need new infusions of loss-bearing members.
We'd be happy to have you.
We'll take those ball bearings right off your bicycle. So, actually, my first question I want to ask is, who biked here? All right, me and John.
Me.
Not Colin.
No, I had to hurry up and get over here.
Yeah, I'm running
from
late
church.
as always. Came from church, right?
We should have. Your timer should have been how long is it going to take for Colin to say that he came from church?
I'm going to be saying that for weeks.
That's his new catchphrase.
Yeah, right.
Get ready, get ready, America.
Yeah.
So, bicycles, huh?
How do you fix a bike?
That's this.
God damn.
John specifically asked us not to ask 2 questions. That was one. So we'll see how long it takes to get to number 2.
Yeah.
Bikes. Does anybody know how they work? I suspect not.
Who could say?
No.
Yeah.
No. So you did not ride your bike. Me and John did. How come? Oh, you're running late. Right. You're coming from church.
Run late, yeah.
Right.
I had to drop someone off at home. I don't want a bicycle built for 2. I'm not there yet. So.
Yeah. So Colin loses this week.
Definitely.
So John, you can take the ceremonial knife and end his life.
New Haven's gotten pretty bike serious.
We're a cult.
And we both wear helmets, so that's good.
yeah. Definitely.
I've been trying to be better about that lately. I think it's actually almost better for my hair, to tell you the truth. It looks less windblown.
Yo, I totally believe that.
And windblown is a bad look when you don't have that much hair.
Yeah.
It looks weird.
Yeah, you want the wind to be coming from behind when you don't have that much
Yeah.
hair. Yeah.
Exactly.
No, I have a real theory that if I take a shower and then immediately leave the house, because I wear a little hat and then my helmet on top, if I immediately leave the house right after I take a shower, my hair is just horrible all day. But if I wait 10 to 20 minutes so it's half dry, it just cures underneath on the ride to wherever I'm going. And it's just flawless.
First 2 topics on my list were John's hair. So that was
Damn, all your questions are gone. So welcome to Josh's Glamour Corner. We are taking callers for all your hair tips. I don't know the phone number
Those
yet.
phones
but,
are
you know,
not lighting up.
I mean,
it
in this
time,
new
give it
studio,
time.
we could, in theory, have phone colors, right? Is that possible? Where the engineer's
Oh, I'm
nodding.
seeing
Heck
thumbs up.
yeah, we're seeing a
Yes.
thumbs up. Wow. There's staff here, people. We have made it. So I hope you already know me, because it is too late to get to know me now. John, it's good to have you here, man. It's been tough to schedule you. You've been a pretty busy guy.
Very busy.
You know, you've been hosting friends from afar.
Yeah.
So I'm so glad you're here. I wanted to talk about the co-op. So you own a small business. On a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you regret opening that business?
Oh wow. I mean, how much am I allowed to just sigh on this podcast? Sadly, sigh.
Can we pick
Audible
up the
words,
size?
Yeah.
As long as you sigh loudly, I think
Yeah.
it's fine.
Right.
So you hate it? You regret it every day?
No. I mean, it's been probably the hardest thing I've ever done, and also the most rewarding thing I've ever done for sure.
Yeah, it sounds like owning a house. You know, like people are like, do you love like owning a house? I'm like, I love it 53%. you know, and I regret it 47%.
Yeah.
And for right now, we are on the right side.
Yeah.
I am one small fire away though from just.
Yeah.
No, it's fine.
No, it's true. Some days are real highs and some days are real lows. And I don't consider myself to be too much of a extreme person, personality wise. Like, you know,
No.
I think left.
Yo, very
You're
extreme.
a monster, man.
Yeah. Real type A. You
Right,
know what
right,
I
right,
mean?
right.
It's like always, like we're always like, John, stop screaming. You don't even know these people.
Yeah. No,
Continue.
I guess you're right.
Pretty extreme personality.
No, and you put it that way. You know, this is starting to explain a lot,
That's why we
actually.
call you Jumpin' John Martin. Come on, man.
What I was going to say is that often after our shop hours, which are, we run them 3 days a week for a couple hours, and just the doors are open and people come in, work on their bikes, learn about stuff, make friends. Some days I leave and I'm like on top of the world, and other days I'm like, what am I doing? What is
Yeah.
happening?
So
And
you own that building, right?
Yeah, my dad owns it.
Okay. Nice.
So I moved to New
So
Haven.
taxes, huh? Oof.
Yeah, yeah, that's for sure.
11% increase. Ooh,
Yeah.
boy,
Yeah.
Tony just doesn't even want the job anymore, it seems like.
Yeah, we should just put her right here. We can talk to her.
Now that it's not my attic, it does become a more feasible option, you know? It
Yeah.
was.
Yeah,
This opens up a lot of possibilities when there's not a mattress on the floor next to us.
I will have you know that I got rid of that mattress months ago. Okay? Went to a good home.
wow.
Went to a good street somewhere. No, I don't. I think I made my roommate throw it out. So.
Good.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice.
So you own it, and what is the business model exactly? Do people pay like a membership fee, and they can come there and like fix their bikes and?
Yep. People, yeah, you can get a membership or a day pass, which is $10. You can get a longer membership if you're the kind of person who wants to work on the bike over time or has a big project.
And if somebody's a member, will you kind of help them learn to fix their own bike? Like that's kind of
Yeah,
part
I
of the deal.
mean, membership is
Not
just,
you specifically, because you're obviously the star there. Like you have to work your way up to.
I don't know, these
You gotta
days.
go to
less
one
so.
of John's underlings.
John's just
Yeah.
going around glad handing these days. He doesn't
Don't
gotta
make
carry
eye
a bike.
contact with
That's
John.
more
He will
true, actually.
freak out.
It's actually amazing. It's becoming more that if you have like a technical bike question, you don't come to me. If you want to like hang out and shoot the shit for a bit, you can come hang out with me.
Yeah, beautiful.
It's kind of the dream.
Nice, yeah.
That's what I've
I
been
like
working
shooting the
for
shit.
this whole
Yeah.
time.
Sometimes I'm riding my bike by and I'm like, I should just stop by, but I'm almost always running late to something else. So I'm like, adding another 10 minutes is probably
Almost.
not ideal.
I'm just running late to church all the time.
Right, exactly. I'm a heavy church goer, you know.
Yeah, of course.
Start a lot of fires there, you know. It's where most of my crimes are committed. All right, we should probably back off this subject,
Yeah,
you know.
That's
Listen,
one
hey,
direction to go in.
If you go to church, you are welcome to listen to this podcast. I will not spurn you as a listener. No, church is great. It's cool. Believe what you like. You know, as long as you don't hurt anybody. I don't really care what people think.
Yeah,
So
and ride your bike to church.
and ride your bike. Exactly. Just ride your bike. John, how do we get people to ride their bikes? How do we convince Colin to
Yeah.
ride his bike?
I had a
you
great
know?
bike ride yesterday. I ride my bike all the time.
Yeah, he does. You do ride your bike like around town now. Like I remember
Yeah.
when you first got your bike, you were a little like, I don't know if I want to get hit by a car or whatever, which I guess is a fairly rational fear in New Haven.
Yeah, no, I was fine with cars. I just, I'm very like, I use it for a purpose. I ride within a mile on my bike. I'm not just going out for long joy rides, you know?
Yeah, I mean,
it's quicker than a car in town. So
yeah,
It really is. I know, like the amount of people I know who drive their car to their job that's in New Haven that is like a mile and a half, and I'm like,
what are you doing?
there have to be 25 traffic lights on your
Yeah.
commute. Not to mention how many
you
kids
doing?
wander in front of your car.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't understand it. People
Yeah.
are, what's the deal, man?
Yeah, I mean,
Are they just not cool enough? Is that it? Like,
think-
are
I
they
think-
afraid to be cooler?
I think you have to break down the first step, the initial barrier. You know, if someone gets on a bike and does kind of a version of their day, or goes to the grocery store on a bike for the first time instead of driving, or goes to a meeting, or goes to the bar, or goes to work, or whatever, then like the seed is planted, and there's an idea that, oh, maybe I can start to incorporate this more often. But that can be hard to do. I mean, bike ownership, step one.
Yeah, you do have to have a bike. Although you can use the bike share.
Yep,
That's,
bike share.
That's an option.
I don't bike to the grocery store. Definitely. When I'm
Yeah.
getting like a 48 pack thing of toilet paper, I'm not on my bike. I guarantee it.
Yes, definitely.
That's
definitely.
car all the way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But, you know, biking-
I've done it, but it is challenging.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Biking in the corner store, or just picking up something really quick, or you forgot something, or just need.
You're gonna go record a podcast, something like that.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
Yeah.
The important
Classic
stuff.
thing.
Your
The
day-to-day
very
stuff.
important stuff. Yeah. I mean, New Haven Bike Party too is great. I mean, once a month they just ride. It's really casual. It helps a lot of people who are maybe a little nervous about riding a bike in the city. You can just ride with a bunch of people. There's music and lights, and it's a really
Somebody
super,
did get
super
hit on one of the
positive
rides I was
environment.
on.
Yeah, I know.
Boy, I
One
don't.
person dies every time.
I mean, right, but it's probably not you. As long as you're not
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
slowest,
exactly.
you will not be
Right.
culled from the herd.
I know. I missed that one. I don't even know what happened.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, it was just these motorcyclists were just being real jerks.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was crazy. But
Yeah.
she was all right.
So when
I
you
think.
say it's casual, does no one have spandex on or?
Yeah,
how do-
no. I mean, you wear what you want.
No, there's actually like costume spandex. Like the guy who
Yes.
runs it wears a lot of spandex
Oh, okay.
actually. So I don't want to imply there will be no spandex
Yeah.
because
Yeah,
you
yeah,
will
yeah.
see every inch of this man's body.
Nice.
It's a nice body. So like I'm not dissuading you.
That's
from
what most
checking
people
it
are
out.
in it for. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yes, of course. But
Usually there's a long line of people behind him. So yeah.
bike
Nice.
parties, bike parties about the sensuality in many ways,
Yes.
you know.
Yeah, of course.
And shouting bike party at people. That's the other
Just
main part.
innocent
Of
bystanders,
Nice.
just trying to enjoy their evening.
People like to like Snapchat it though. You know,
Oh, yeah,
it's
definitely.
cool. Like when you see 40 people riding around with lights and rocking out to music, it's pretty fun. You know, I definitely, and you will like make some friends. It is really
Yeah.
cool because there are like people there who don't know a lot of people and they want to know some people. And I've like honestly, it's a very friendly group.
Yeah, and the routes are always different every month, and they pretty purposefully go through different parts of town, which is cool. So I often go down the street, but I've never been down.
Yeah,
or
no,
didn't
the
even know it
routes
was
are
there.
great.
So
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, this is an interesting way from getting to point A to point B or whatever.
And it's real slow. So
Really
like
slow, yeah.
don't think you have to be a great rider.
Yeah.
It is almost difficult to ride that slow.
Yeah,
That's the challenge is not falling over at such low speeds. No, it's cool. You just check
Yeah.
out neighborhoods and
yeah,
if you
Yeah.
like shouting bike party at people, you will love it.
yeah,
Yeah. That sounds great. Sounds like the best part.
yeah. Another. I spent all day running grants, so this is in my mind. But another way to get people to ride bikes is to tell them this fact, which is that the average cost of owning a car, according to AAA in the state of Connecticut, is around $8,600, at least in 2016. That includes everything. That's gas, insurance, maybe maintenance, taxes, everything, whatever payments you might have in the car. The average cost of owning a bike, which I think is pretty high, is $306.
Wow.
Nice.
So that's crazy.
I drive a 2003 Toyota Corolla, so my cost of ownership is actually $94 a year.
I was there with you when my car died. So
Yeah.
'cause apparently you have to put oil in cars. That's like a whole thing, and I just like
Josh's cost of ownership was 0, and that was the problem.
yeah,
Yeah.
It needed to be slightly higher than 0. Now
Just some
it's
positive.
fine.
introduction.
Now I'm the proud new owner of a 2012 Kia Soul. So I just
Wow, nice.
Really-
Wait, those aren't the box ones, are they?
oh yeah.
Oh, yes.
yeah. I was like, show me the least cool car you have in the lot, and they're like, oh, we have something for you.
Come on
They're like,
back.
please tell me it's in white. Like, oh yeah. I'm like, oh, okay, we are doing this. Listen, I just do it. I just drive to get to comedy. Like that is my main use case. So I don't care if it's cool.
True.
I just want it to work.
Do
And
you,
last,
is it true
you know?
that you wave at other Kia Soul owners as you drive by?
Oh my
What?
god!
You don't?
Is that a Kia Soul thing?
Oh yeah, for sure. Are you kidding me?
That's why all these people are waving. No, I have no idea. Yeah, I would not occur to
Oh,
me.
wow.
It's not something I'm proud of.
You
Is there like a group of people who would like resigned like nod at each other for Kia
no.
Souls?
It's the opposite. There is some real excitement. I am quite sure.
Okay.
Of this. Text me when you do your first wave at someone else.
Hold on, I gotta pull over. I gotta make this text. Okay, cool. Okay, so go check out the bike co-op. It's pretty sweet. You can get a membership. How much are memberships?
$10 a day, $30 for 3 months, $100 for a year.
Cool.
So does the co-op make any money, or is that what you're writing grants for?
Yeah,
Or-
we pay for full. We pay rent. I get paid like a couple peanuts, and then
now, does your dad throw them at you, or like? Is that...
That's pretty much how it goes.
He has to grab them up from the floor. That's his meals too.
Yeah. So it's just great.
It's a
really great.
twofer. Yeah, that's nice.
That's not just the cash value of the peanuts. That's his meal.
Oh yeah. Well, you know,
Can't be both though. You got to pick. Like, that's the tough part.
you gotta spend it or eat it. And then it costs money to run the space, so just in terms of parts and consumables and stuff like that. But that is it, and it's pretty tight. And so if we're gonna do anything cool, we write grants. And so
Gotcha. So the grants aren't for the operating costs; those are for.
that's the goal.
Special
Yeah, I mean,
events, or-
we want to be, right now, whatever. This is boring, but we're incorporated as both a for-profit and a nonprofit. And the for-profit kind of handles the boring stuff for the most part, which is a lot of what we do.
Like
currently.
this podcast
Like
right
this
now.
podcast, yeah. Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
a write-off.
No, well, yeah. When you write the check
This
for
is charity.
when you write the check to me from Between Two Rocks, it
Oh, yeah.
made out to Bradley Shoe
You'll
Butler
be the
Co-op,
first.
It'll be going to the for-profit, not the nonprofit. And then the nonprofit supports that work and does other cool stuff.
Nice.
Or that's the goal. We're getting there. We've only
That's the
gotten one
dream.
grant.
So, like, how
far.
does it work in terms of like I know Rachel runs like Chain Breakers, and there's like other groups
Rachel
that
and
meet
Sarah.
there.
Yeah.
And so, like, how, like, if I have an idea for something I want to do there, you know what I mean? How do I approach you? Do I just like paparazzi you, or
Ideally, yeah. I mean, carrier pigeon, whatever works for you.
yeah,
It's
just
not
follow
that
you
big of a
home
deal.
from the co-op from a distance?
Until I notice, and then run away the other way, and hope I chase you.
All right, what are we talking
Yeah.
about? Dating life here? Come on, guys. All right. So
Yeah.
like, yeah, what is the best like? Because how does that work in terms of like, do they like rent the space, or is it just sort of like a
It depends on what it is. If it's on mission, so if it supports bike culture, getting people
Right.
on bikes, then
so like
yeah,
Chain
we just talk
Breakers is
about
like
it.
a lady bike group, like
Yep.
cool,
Yeah, so
not a
women
gang.
only.
You don't have to fear them.
Could be a gang. That'd
It could be a
cool.
gang. We don't actually know.
Yeah.
They could be running all kinds of
Yeah.
serious criminal underworld stuff.
I want it to be a gang.
Oh boy.
Yes.
Oh, we all do, I think. Yeah, certainly.
Yeah, for sure.
Maybe it's the most vicious gang.
Chain Breakers meets twice a month, first and third Tuesdays.
So what
Yeah.
else goes on in the space? I mean, is there regular stuff going on, or is it mostly special events and?
There's not too much regular stuff, at least yet. That's something that's definitely a place we want to grow into.
I know a friend of ours used to run a yoga class out of there. So, like,
Yeah.
how would that work? Like, would I rent it from you, or would I just take advantage of our friendship and
probably that.
probably the latter?
Yeah. So if you're interested and you don't know me, first you gotta be
Right.
friends
You
with
got to
me.
really put in the time.
Yeah.
Yes.
Comedy show venue there.
Comedy show. We thought about it. Yeah.
I would be so down.
Yeah.
That'd be sick.
No, I know. The season has maybe passed a little bit. I
Yeah.
don't know how. I mean, you have doors. I guess we could keep it pretty warm.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be against it. Yeah. It's just with chairs. It's always with chairs. That's the main
Yeah, we don't have those.
adversary. That's the problem with comedy. You need chairs.
Yeah.
Who's got them? Where do you get them?
Yeah,
The chair
yeah.
game is real serious. You wouldn't think so much of comedy is chair logistics, but it really is. Jokes pretty much write themselves, but like seating is a
chairs?
real, like, yeah,
You
man.
cannot conjure those out of thin air.
Absolutely. Bars don't just have them, especially on their music venues. They're like, what? They don't. You want to just mill about? It's terrible.
That's
So
amazing.
yeah, it can be
Yeah.
challenging.
Yeah, we have slowed down or kind of stopped doing as many events at the co-op just because as we've become more crowded and more busy and crazier and have more bikes in the space and it's been hard to clean the space out for an event, and so I've been turning more stuff away recently just because unless it's like something that really is going to be interesting or different, it's a lot of work to get everything kind of reorganized.
Like how many hours a week are you like putting into this project?
Here's another sigh for y'all.
Could you please sigh into the microphone?
Definitely 7 days a week. I probably, whatever. I don't know. Probably like 50 or 60 hours.
Okay.
Not too bad.
Spread out over. I mean, it's a lot, but it's a passion, and
Recently, I've been trying to not start working before like 10 o'clock in the morning.
Wow.
Because I work till 8 usually.
Most
days.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, all right, I have to have some built-in structured time to not go crazy.
Right, to live your other life.
Yeah.
Do you have another life?
No.
Okay. So what kind of bike do you ride, John? I want to get inside your brain.
Next.
Do you ride a fancy bike around town?
Fancy is a relative word.
That's
I rode a nice bike around town, but nothing crazy.
Mine was $300. I got it from the internet. I think it's pretty fancy.
And the brakes do work on that, right?
The brakes work, yeah. I put it together myself. The first week I had it, the brakes did not work.
Yeah, he did not have them set up. We went camping.
I had a great time either way.
Literally was going to pick him up to go camping, and he was like putting the bike together actively.
This is in Burlington, Vermont. It was pretty hilly. It wasn't the best place.
It is a very hilly. Yeah, that's right.
Wait, did you bike to camp?
We camped. They have the campsites that are like on the little trail that goes right into town. So
no, we're not like backpacking.
No.
We're just
That's so cool.
biking around town for funsies.
Yeah.
To avoid drinking and driving.
Yeah,
Which
I
know
that's the main motivation for bikes, I assume.
I know technically, like people are, anytime you like I don't drink anymore, but like I used to drink and bike a lot. Like I'm not afraid to admit, statute of limitations, motherfucker. No, I'm kidding. But it's like people are like, oh, that's illegal too. It's like, yeah, I know it's illegal, but like how illegal? Like you drive 67 miles an hour. Come on, not all crimes are equal.
Yeah, no, it's fun too.
Oh, super fun. Yeah. Absolutely, especially when there's like nobody around and you feel like you're just drunk riding around a ghost town. It's pretty cool. Yeah. Trying to hit any parked cars. I never did, but it was a couple of close calls.
Oh, yeah.
There was one time I remember I was riding up Whitney near Liffey's, and it was about 4 a.m, and I was leaving a party. And I was like, I'm just going to rest my eyes for a second.
Oh, no.
Which is just not a good time, you know what I mean? And so, but then quickly I was like, oh, no. And I opened my eyes and I hit the curb right in front of Liffey's. But it's like when you're drunk, you're very loose. So I just kind of like flipped over like ninja style. It was fine. I mean, the bike was destroyed, but not bad though.
John, you've got a new magazine here. Do you have any articles about how fun it is to ride your bike drunk? Are there many of those articles?
I think I'm going to be taking requests for the next issue.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So you brought us a little newspaper here. It's the BSBCQ. Boy, I didn't think anything could be harder to say than the studio we're in, or between2rocks.com. But we are just a
shout out.
Oh boy, if you're listening to this podcast and do not know what the website, like what happened, how did you end up
get here?
Right?
If that's the case, contact Josh and tell him.
Yeah. Please email me at josh@between2rocks.com. I'll give you my cell phone number, I swear. I just how did you find this? I'm curious. What
that's amazing
sequence of events led you here?
Yeah,
this is rock bottom. This is right before you go to Podcast Anonymous or whatever. You're like, okay, I gotta get my life together. This is too much. Okay, so you have a quarterly newspaper?
I brought it just for y'all, and it's we have a pile of them at the co-op, and people come into the co-op.
The newspaper business. Nice.
Exactly. It's very
smart.
Yeah, something's got to
really
work.
Doubling down on these.
Yeah,
throw enough
the
stuff
co-op's
the
loss leader. He's really in it for the newspapers.
Just content generation. Everyone tells me that's where it's all at.
You should get in the blog game. Pure profits. Yeah.
No, I people come in the co-op and they're like, what is this space? What the heck's happening? No one's in uniform. It's chaos. They figure out who to talk to.
Yeah, that's true.
They really fix a bike. They have a good time. They leave and they're like, often if people are checking out to pay me, in peanuts or whatever they pay in. Or if they just come in to check it out,
do
donate
I have to
something.
shell the peanuts ahead of time?
Ideally, yeah.
Okay, boy.
It's better for everyone if that's the case.
Okay.
Sorry. Most of the fun of eating peanuts actually is opening the shell.
Eating the shell. Oh, sorry.
Well,
yeah. Hopefully not.
You know, a lot of people want something to take away, right? Of course.
Okay.
This is your space.
Plus, it's nice you
want
can have like,
takeaways.
oh, what's going to be coming up? Also, like,
Yeah.
you know.
Well, I don't have that in there, but
Oh, oh, that would be true. Why?
Too easy,
Why self promote on your
right.
lost leading newspaper? Yeah, that makes sense. That's a good call.
Yeah.
You have a real nose for business, John.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So you know, I think most nonprofits have trifolds or whatever the heck they have, and I was like, there's no way in hell I'm making a trifold to.
What
give
is
to
a
people.
trifold for those
It's like
at
a little
home who
pamphlet.
don't?
I don't know, like
Okay.
8.5 by 11,
Like a
folded
brochure?
in 3 pieces on like.
Do you feel
cardstock.
lost?
Yeah, exactly. Yes. I didn't want.
I was
sickles.
just in
can
church
save
earlier
you.
today, actually.
Feeling a little better about it.
It's good.
So yeah, whatever. The
It's
the
very colorful.
The tagline is, "This is what we think is cool." There's a ton of articles in it that have nothing to do with bikes, which I like.
Perfect. Yeah. Why promote bicycles for
Yeah,
your
yeah,
bike
yeah.
co-op? I love it. Tell me more. Is
exactly.
this like a lifestyle magazine
Yeah.
or?
Oh yeah, for sure. No, we have a piece on cool stuff in New York City, which is just so applicable.
Yeah. Great.
We
why?
have
Why hang in New Haven? Go to a real city.
He actually gives out train tickets with every edition. That's aggressive.
Oh god.
John was like, "So what's the format of this podcast?" I'm like, "Well, it's sort of an interview, but." I was like, you know, the personalities involved tend to make it a bit,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
loose.
So
So welcome to
it's
this
great.
New York-based podcast.
Come and get it. Come get it. Get your
Nice,
free
yeah.
tickets anytime.
Get your free tickets. That's right. One way only. We do not provide round trip.
That's how we really get you.
Nice, totally. So that's
Yeah.
cool. Is this
yeah.
the first one?
Yeah, first one took a while to make, but
Yeah.
if you
Full color.
if you
Great.
guys want to submit something for the next one,
Okay.
love to have anything you guys.
That's
wanna
great,
write.
yeah, because you know I don't write enough at all.
Yeah,
you know
exactly.
I don't have any pressure to constantly produce content about
Yeah.
New Haven.
You don't
No
want to
big
fill
deal.
up your own channels. You should-
Oh yeah. These poke articles write themselves, John. Let me
Oh
just
my
throw
God.
something. No. I'd be down for that. That's cool. You know,
Yeah.
I like bikes. You know that. I like bikes. I like New Haven. I like hearing my own voice. So these are all things I could get into.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
What
yeah.
else did I have? Oh, okay. So you own a co-op. So you have a lot of. I assume there's a lot of ladies.
So you're into biking, huh?
You like bikes? Bikes. Tell me about them. I was actually looking up on Wikipedia how bikes work recently because some part of me is like, I don't quite get it in my brain, which is like, I have an engineering degree.
Yeah.
And some part of me is still like, the trivial bicycle gear, which is the simplest gear there is like, but how do the gears work? Why does the big thing make it spin?
I mean, you can see the moving parts right in front of you.
It's all there.
Yeah. Okay. Fine. Brainiac. I'm the idiot here. Whatever. It's fine. Okay. So obviously you get a lot of girls with this co-op.
Yeah.
You know, you got
Yeah,
into
for
it.
sure, for
Would
sure.
you say you got into this more for just like the power, the money, or like the
The
dating?
babes.
The babes.
Yeah, for sure.
The babes for sure.
Yeah.
Nice.
I mean, it was such
No
a pump.
hesitation.
No hesitation. Yeah, he was ready.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you're looking to date, you know, maybe start a competing co-op.
Do you guys know about the Westville Bicycle Co-op?
I do. That's
Now, your enemies?
So I do try my best to follow the rules when riding around the city. I try not to like blow through red lights or whatever. But obviously, riding in a group, sometimes people will just like blow through a red or just like no one's coming.
Yeah,
Let's
I'm
just
not
go.
good about that, you know.
And so I was like, no, come on, like let's wait. We represent the Bradley Street Bicycle Co-op. So
Yeah.
my friend Jeff started when he was like, I don't have time for this. So he would blow through red still. But he would, every time he would do it, he'd yell out, Westville Bike Co-op, just to kind of make it clear that he was not affiliated with the Bradley Street Bicycle Co-op.
So it's not a real
And
thing.
instead, the alter ego, the arch nemesis
Gotcha.
of the Bradley Street Bicycle Co-op, the Westville Bike Co-op.
It's a red herring.
Yeah,
Nice.
exactly.
Or something like that. It's probably not
Yeah.
right at all, but you know, there's probably a word for that.
Yeah.
If
What,
you know it, please call in now.
what would between
No,
two
let's
rocks
wait.
be?
Let's wait. What will between two rocks be? What?
It'd be like
Or my nemesis?
yeah.
It's the West Haven Facebook group. Obviously, my nemesis is a Facebook group where people complain about parking in West Haven that inexplicably wins the best blocker award. Oh, this year it
That's
was like
amazing.
the best blogger was like this couple that's like a clean eating couple. It has nothing to do with Connecticut. They just happen to live in Connecticut. So they like, but they're pretty popular. So people like follow them because clean eating is all the craze,
Yeah.
you know?
Right.
So maybe next year.
Well written, popular. They just have everything.
I didn't say it was well written. Yeah. It's like, no, it's nice. They have a lot of pictures of food, which people really like, you know?
Mm.
That's what I need to, that's, you know, that's why I did the
Yeah.
poke one. But,
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
I don't take pictures, so I
Oh,
just
yeah.
have to lift it from Wikipedia because that's like the only place you can reuse pictures on the internet.
I'm noticing you're calling it poke. Is it not poke?
I thought it was poke.
I don't think it actually.
Pokeball?
I don't know. Does anybody know? No.
No one knows.
I mean, I don't. Even if they did know, how would they tell us? Do you like know sign language or like, yeah, what would?
we could have read their faces.
Yeah, I don't know if it.
Yeah.
You know, it is poke.
It is.
Okay,
yeah,
poke.
Nice.
Sure.
It's funny because you wrote a whole article about it, but you don't know how to pronounce it.
But it doesn't have the actual like e thing. You know what I mean? It is spelled Poke, just flat
No
e,
accent.
no
No
accent.
accent mark. Yeah.
So the accent is just to make it pronounced. That's what happened. It's like I was like, oh, don't type it the wrong way, but then I started saying it the wrong way. It's important for me to just look
can't
like a
win.
moron regardless.
can't
It's
win.
like, yeah, it's fine. I'm very used to it at this point. It is okay.
West Haven just reminds you of it all the time.
I mean, I promote the blog on Reddit, and like if you ever
Oh, yeah,
want to
I
feel
upvote
bad
it.
about yourself, post something on Reddit because someone is going to tell you what they think, and it's not good.
Oh, it's good. No,
Yeah.
it's good.
No,
I
it is.
recommend.
Yeah. Somebody this week was like, "This is the worst site," and I was just like, "Wow, the internet is huge, dude." But thanks. Like
Yeah.
to be the worst is like an accomplishment.
yeah,
you know,
for sure. It takes a
So-
lot.
You know what really just is going to make you feel worse? There's only like 14 people that even read or post to the New Haven subreddit.
Oh, I know.
And so it's probably someone you know.
That is
It's actually
like
John
one
Martin.
out of
It's
14.
John Martin. Oh, he's admitting it. John Martin, what is your Reddit username?
No comment.
No comment. Mine is JLevNHV. So if you can't figure it out, you will know it's me. Yeah.
Do you have any actual enemies of the bike shop in New Haven, or is there anyone trying to? I don't know. Do you run into any zoning things you have to do, or any,
No,
expanding biking in general? Do you have a real arch nemesis out there?
not really. I mean, there are people that I've had to kick people out of the co-op, which it doesn't feel good and it's shitty, and they don't like it. So it happens.
What do you have to do to get kicked out of the co-op?
Like steal stuff.
Oh,
And
okay.
Be blatant about it. And,
Right. So if you're like a decent thief, not a big deal.
yeah,
Yeah, if you're gonna be blatant about
decent
it,
Right.
thief, I just figure
Just
out.
throw it in
here.
my face.
yeah, exactly.
Show some respect, thieves.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I don't think we have any enemies, except for the Westfield Bike Co-op.
Okay. Well,
Those
if
guys
you're an
suck.
enemy, call in now. We would love to hear from you.
This is where the phones are really
Maybe
gonna start ringing.
maybe it's the West Haven Facebook group for you too. You can just,
that's everybody.
those people are real jerks. So like
Yeah.
you can if you want to tag team
It's those clean eating
nemesis.
people.
That's right. Those clean
Yeah,
eating
yeah,
ones.
yeah, yeah.
The clean eating couple. I'm coming for you. All right. Your happy marriage. I wonder how long that's gonna last. Marriage. All right. So we are gonna maybe play some games. I think.
do it.
You know, we're getting to that time of the podcast. So one game I like to play is called Mayor for a Day. And so the way it works is I basically give you $1 million in a day, and you can do anything you want with it. You don't have to worry about the stupid aldermen telling you what to do. Telling you what to do. You know, you can just get carte blanche. Basically, I mean, they rubber stamp everything anyway. It's fine. As long as you're not fighting the union, you'll be all right. Don't know why I got into that. But yeah, you have $1 million, and like, what would you do with $1 million? And you were mayor.
You're not allowed to pay down our debt obligations. You have to spend it.
Yeah, I mean, you can give a boring. Yeah, some people are like, I'm going to give it to the schools. I'm like, cool. All right, now it's gone.
Yeah,
Thanks.
yeah, it's a lot of peanuts. It's a lot of
Yeah,
peanuts.
I know. You could run the co-op for days on
Yeah,
that.
that's crazy. The first thing that comes to mind is not maybe the full answer, but I've been fighting and I just pitched to the Corner Fund, which is an actual real fund of money that's giving real money out, to put a mural on the underside of the overpass at the Trumbull Street ramp, so like Bradley and State or Trumbull and State.
Okay,
right next to
yeah, where
Goodfellas
that restaurant.
and- yep.
What is that restaurant called, actually? I need to know for a later question.
Goodfellas?
No, the new one.
Oh, September in Bangkok.
Yes. I hear good things.
Good.
Really?
It's so good. Yeah,
Because
come to
that place has
co-op,
been like
and then go there.
albatross.
It's
Like
Yes.
everywhere who goes there
Yeah.
fails. So
I mean,
like,
we've been there for over 50 years, and it's always been just in and out.
Wow, 50 years, nobody.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so close to that underpass. Like, I
Yeah.
think it's just like very ominous.
I just
you
find
know?
it very unapproachable because it's on the corner. It's just like that's a real commitment to go into that place.
But it's weird because you would think like an outdoor seating area like that would be great. You know what I mean? Like, not many places have a huge outdoor spot like that
Yep.
next to the
next to
underpass.
an underpass. You know what? It's
Well,
starting to make a
hold
bit
on.
of sense.
And so I just pitched to get a mural put under there, which will be really cool. And it's going to brighten that walk up. It's kind of a quiet stretch. There's a lot of people that kind of fly down State Street in their cars, so like just bright
How do
colors and
we-
stuff. Hopefully, it can slow that down a little bit, just to remind you.
But there have been projects there before, right? Like they put the faces up and people deface. Like, how do you stop like kids from defacing? You know what I mean? Like, how do you make something that like teenagers aren't going to just ruin because they're young and stupid?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I mean, there's always going to be a little bit of that, and so you have to do general upkeep. But generally, murals are pretty well loved, even by the people that, kids
Yeah.
defacing stuff is kind of hard to
Right.
fight
Look,
against.
I know
but-
because I was thinking about this the other day because I was riding through that area and like I was like the faces, and it was probably predominantly white faces because it was like people who contributed to that project or whatever, right?
Yeah, East Rock.
And so like kids who grew up in New Haven might be like, oh, like we are New Haven. Well, that looks like a one version of New Haven,
Yeah.
right? So maybe that's a little more attractive to the face rather than something that's like a mural that's maybe more in the style that's like inclusive of a lot of different.
Yeah, right around
types
the
of
corner,
New Haven.
191 project that goes
Yeah.
over to the next door, like right next to at the Humphrey and
Humphrey.
And State. That's like more in that style, and it hasn't seen too much problem with that stuff.
Yeah, I think historically the public murals have done well not getting
Yeah,
defaced. So
there's so much
Nice.
surface area. But anyways,
So after this is we're all going to go deface a mural, right? Like that's the plan.
I was already
Oh,
planning
yeah.
to do that.
For
After
sure.
party under the bridge, bring your own spray paint.
I'm gonna go steal a bunch of stuff from the co-op.
First we gotta get drunk, blatantly steal some things. We should probably post in that West Haven Facebook group and let them know that we're gonna be kicking off this jam.
yeah, straight to West Haven.
so you give it to this group or
well, I'd just love to see more murals, in the
more
city.
public art.
Yeah, just like brighten the city up, make people more proud. Have it really be about those neighborhoods. Have people. Like in designing the pitch for this mural, like we get to think about inviting people to it and having volunteers like help paint part of it and really get ownership, buy-in, make a little like group of people who live close who like want to once every few months sweep the sidewalk in front of it and stuff like that. It's been just a great experience, a great project, and it reminds me that I don't think New Haven has enough of that. I'd love to see more public art, more murals, more color, stuff like that. Make more things to make people feel proud of the city.
are you implying that people are not currently proud of New Haven?
No. I've never lived in a place where people are more proud of it. It's incredible, myself included. But
Yeah, I'm pretty much his cheerleader. Yeah.
oh yeah, definitely you are.
Yeah. I have to insult it though. It's just like how I love things, You have to tear them down a little bit.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
just
yeah.
sorry, I don't want to get into like therapy right now. It's just I'm going through a lot of stuff. It's fine, guys. I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. Cool. We've answered this question a million times. I don't think we need to do it again, right?
No, why waste the breath? Let's
Why
move
waste
on.
them? Wow. Okay.
Oh my god.
No, public art is great. I'll give a support of that one.
Yeah, I'm still riding high on my zip line idea over the green.
I love it.
Yeah, I think doing something like that would be great. Obviously,
Yes.
900,000 of that goes straight to insurance, and then the 100,000 goes to the hardware
Installation,
itself,
right.
right? And we just have to hope that, we'll see.
I would support them doing anything on the green. Actually, put some public art on the green.
Yeah.
Oh
Do-
my God, yeah.
Do put something out there,
Anything.
slip and slide,
Anything.
whatever
I think
it
the
is. Just
Ferris,
put it
I think
out
the
there.
Ferris wheel, like during the winter, is
Totally.
great.
Yeah.
But why not have it when it's actual Ferris wheel weather? I don't know. Maybe it sounds crazy. I know.
Yeah.
The proprietors would never allow it, but
Actually, would be cool. In the
That's why I
green.
need to
This
get
is
on this
just
podcast.
a small thing, but it'd be cool to have like ultimate frisbee things on the green, because
do you
Frisbee-
need like things?
I feel like you can make that happen. Just
Don't you just
yourself
need a Frisbee?
any day of
Easy.
the week.
Don't you need just a frisbee and some dudes with long hair?
pretty much, yeah. But in my mind,
We
like,
can bring this together right now, John. What are you looking for here?
let's go.
You're
Was this
spending
gonna
$1
be-
million
Wait.
on this?
No. Is this? Are we gonna?
Well,
do
you're
this
marking
bef-
50 G's for this. I mean, you can proportion it out however you want.
Right. That's true.
Nobody's ever really tried.
It's a
I think we should put a large lawn on the green.
Ooh, clever. Nice. Like
Yeah.
over the people who are currently there. It's like an astroturf.
Another lawn.
Oh god.
I remember when I was gonna live at 900 Chapel one of my friends who's a realtor, whom we all know, was like, "Yeah, but that's right across from the bus stop." And I'm like, "Is that bad? Like, is that?" He's like, "You know." I'm like, "No, I don't know. Is it okay?" Like, I don't know. It is apparently bad. The bus stop is full of people who take the bus.
3 years later, you became an avid bus rider, so it would have been perfect.
Wait, have you gotten the card yet? Do you have a tap
I did
card?
get the card. I did get the card.
Is
The
it
only thing
amazing?
is, well, the thing is I work for Yale, and so I can order like bus passes through them, and it like counts as like a pre-tax commuter benefit.
Yeah.
So like that tends to be a little bit cheaper. So I just order a couple like 10 ride passes at a time,
Okay.
and then use them however long. And then eventually I'm like, oh man, I forgot to get more, and so I'll probably use it then. So
Yeah. I'm just, it's great to have the buses back to the 21st century. It's nice.
oh,
Those
you mean
things
like
make
with like
such a
the
difference.
GPS and stuff?
GPS,
Oh, that's
Wi-Fi,
nice.
the tap thing.
Wait, they have Wi-Fi?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Maybe not on all the buses, but
Yeah.
some of the major lines.
Wow, maybe those fancy East Rock buses you take. I don't know. I don't know, man. In Edgewood, I'm not seeing any Wi-Fi. Just the smell they can't get rid of. I don't know. I'm just kidding. The bus is great. I'm a big fan.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. So I guess we'll move on to our next game. This is a new game.
You thought of.
Very exciting. I thought of it on the way over here.
Oh,
A
yeah.
place inspired it. And it's called Survivor. Okay, and I'm going to give you 3 options, and you have to decide which New Haven business will survive.
Oh, man.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Wow.
what did you think? This was
We
going to
talked
be all
about way back in the
fun.
day not directly attacking businesses, but we're just throwing that out the window.
I mean, yeah, what are you going to do? Okay, so option 1 is LL Bean. I rode by it on the way here, looking quite sparse.
So wait, this is the one that we expect. Choose the one that we expect to survive.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, I
Number
see.
2 is Poke Cape.
Sorry, I don't.
Pokey Cape?
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
Sorry. I
don't
understand
understand
my
the word
horrible
you just-
mispronunciation. Yes, sorry. No.
Pokey
And
Cape, where is
September
that? I
in
don't even know what that
Bangkok. It's the new place that's right. It's the new pokey place right near like.
Not Audubon. That's the one.
No, it's on Orange Street, right near the Banh Mi place,
Mm.
run by a guy whose name isn't actually Atomic Fly, but that's like his. That's how. Anyway, so
Right
and
down
September
here.
in Bangkok. Sorry, so LL Bean, yeah, Poke
Mm.
Cape, and September in Bangkok. Who will survive?
I mean, my vote is obviously September in Bangkok because I spent all my money there.
They're
Okay.
actually putting an out of business sign in their window right now. It's
It
terrible.
literally
It's
shuttered
sad.
its doors while we were talking. Dang.
Yeah.
It's because we promoted
lose.
them 7 minutes ago, and that was the death kiss right
That
there.
was it. Once you get plugged here, it's over.
Yeah.
There's definitely an inverse power to it.
LL Bean's a pretty big corporate entity. I don't know. A lot of work went into getting them there.
That is
I
true. Yeah,
think
they've
they're gonna-
revamped that whole
I
building.
think they're pretty entrenched.
But have you been in there?
No.
It is. It's empty.
It's
Like there's
big, right?
nobody. Yeah, it's very like I've never. This is literally the first time I've been to an LL Bean.
Yeah. What's the nature of it? Is it supposed to be bustling?
I don't know, but it's like it's like a high end outfitter. But I'm just not a high end dude. You know what I mean?
We know.
Well, what are you trying to say? Well, anyway, I don't know why I'm insulted by something I just said about myself, but yeah, I'm not like a high end consumer. So like, I was looking at I'm like, oh, I could use a backpack. I'm like $70. I don't know, man. Like, they don't have the lifetime warranty anymore, so
Yeah.
it's just like, and I'm definitely gonna ruin it. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Then again, Poke Cape is a place I heard about tonight. They might be around for years.
Well, they're like the 5th poke place to open in
I
the
know.
last like
Yeah.
6
Yeah.
months. So
Oh, we read your blog. Don't worry. We know.
Oh, I know. You're
Oh,
2
yeah.
of the 50, so like that's good. I actually track your movements on Google Analytics. Sometimes like somebody from Germany will read it. I'm just like, what happened there? Like, I think it's
That's
Dave's mom's friend. Who I
Yeah.
met when I was in England. She likes me because we both have the same German sensibility of not wanting to hug and just like, yeah, let's get to facts, lady.
Yeah.
Cool. That's enough pleasantries. She's a cool lady. I don't remember her name, but I was a fan of her. So she's rad.
You're
We
giving
had
that
to.
to German sensibilities now, not the not hugging?
I mean, I don't know. I couldn't tell you. Sure. Why don't I make a sweeping generalization on a whole nation of people, Colin? Like, what's the problem here? What are you, a defender of Germany now? It's fine, everybody. I'm German myself, so it's fine. I've actually been thinking about getting my German citizenship.
Yeah?
Just
Seriously?
in case shit
Just
hits
for
the
fun?
fan around here. No,
Wait, yeah,
They've been
that's a real
killing
question.
Jews lately.
If you had to get
start doing that
citizenship,
again, yeah.
if you had to bail, where would you guys go?
I mean, Germany for me, like, because they
Germany, yeah.
like anybody whose family had to flee,
Mm-hmm.
would they owe us citizenship? So basically, we have to prove it. But if you can prove it, there's a law that basically says
Oh,
they
wow.
have to give
I
it to
didn't know
you.
that.
So I might do it. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, I could get Irish citizenship.
Nice.
Yeah, grandparent from there.
Have an escape plan, people,
right.
because who
Yeah.
knows
Where
what's
the heck
gonna.
am I gonna go?
But do vote on Tuesday, please. Just I have no idea when this is coming out, so this may just make no sense. Oh, we do have to talk about this. Okay, so we are at Baobab Tree Studios right now, and they are lovingly letting us record this. And so what is happening is on Friday, November 16th at 6 p.m., they're having a pitch night, and they want you to come down here. I believe it is 71 Orange Street, downtown. It's a cool-looking studio. You've probably walked by it a million times, but they want people who have ideas. If you have an idea for a podcast, and they want people who are committed. So, you have to be able to fill out a paper form, So if that's too much commitment for you, that's okay.
It's a lot.
It is a lot. I get
It's
it.
a lot.
In this day and age, to fill out a whole form is just crazy. I'm like, is this not available on the internet? Get out of here. But no, seriously, come down here. It's going to be Friday the 16th. I'm going to be emceeing, so it's going to be...
Ooh.
Are you really?
Oh, yeah. So if you like these gems, you are going to love...
There's a lot more.
There's a lot more where that came from.
Oh, God.
It's going to be cool, though. And, because they're looking to really grow the brand, and they're trying to build something here in New Haven. So they have this beautiful studio, and they want people who want to make something. So if you have an idea, you and your friends, you want to get out here, do have an idea, though. It can't just be hanging out with John Martin. That is a stupid idea for a podcast.
Not smart.
Also, already called dibs. So, that's a whole problem.
That one's
I'm
gone.
taken.
That one's gone.
Wait, can we compare and contrast your attic with this studio?
Sure. Yeah. I would say there's less abandoned mattresses in here overall.
There's windows.
There's windows.
Yeah.
Well, my attic has windows.
Yeah.
Yeah. Two small windows.
Yeah.
You can't see anybody wander by, which is too bad. But
Yeah.
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 Full height ceilings. You can
Okay.
stand. You can fully stand in this room.
Wow.
Okay.
Luxuries.
Doesn't
What else we
smell
got?
weird here? You
Pretty good
feel-
lighting.
You feel like you will escape
Yeah.
here, which is
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah. This seems survivable. Yeah.
You
The
have someone
engineer
that,
was shaking his head. No, we're not going to actually escape. It turns out. So please send help. Callers.
callers,
Callers.
please.
As soon as I get a phone number, we will be saved.
There's 100% less vaping in here, I noticed, actually.
Oh,
That's
boy.
a big difference.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. That's not a personal choice.
Yeah.
That's just respecting the space. Listen,
Yeah.
if I thought I could vape in here, I would. But
Right,
I'm respecting the space. I pre-vaped.
Yeah.
I pre-vaped. I
Yeah.
took my inspiration outside.
Yep.
So obviously, I'm not going to just
Yeah.
do this with the cold stone sobriety of the world. That's crazy.
No one wants that.
No one know. Nobody wants
I drank the blood of Christ earlier, so I'm good.
that. Nice. What kind of high do you get from that? Is it like a body
Very
high?
mild.
Very
mild. Yeah.
Bit of a slow burn.
Yeah. What about the body though? That's got to help a little bit.
The body's pretty hardy. It's pretty hardy, yeah.
Nice.
A lot of
Nice.
carbs, though, in the body.
Just those wafers, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Nice. Yeah. I went to church growing up a little bit. It was weird though.
Yeah. I never went.
Never. Have you ever been into a church?
Yeah.
I've been to church, I've been to church.
I feel like I felt
the
God
lack of
leave the room.
disgust.
Yeah, that was
The lack of disgust from the other side of the table when I said that was pretty great.
No, it was a palpable. I think I was just envious. I'm like, my God. But that must have been like, I mean, we went to church for like 2 years when we moved towns to like make friends. My parents were not super religious.
Yeah,
so
I
it
went
was
on
fine.
Christmas and Easter and funerals and weddings.
Yeah, it was pretty much the same.
Yeah. I went every day. It was great.
Wait, what? I didn't go to my first. I went to a Catholic mass when I was like 30. I went to a friend's wedding, and I'd never been to a Catholic mass, and it was like, as having never been to one, it was
Yeah.
so strange.
It was handshaking.
Oh yeah,
Oh, that's my favorite part.
that
Yeah,
part is
that
fine.
caught me off
And peace
guard
be
for
with
sure.
you. That's my
Yeah.
favorite part. I love it.
Oh, see, I don't like that.
I would do that all the time.
I don't want to make
Well, it's really
friends.
That
intimidating.
one just has nothing to do with religion. It's just like,
yeah,
hey,
Yeah.
Hey, your
Feel
neighbor-
good.
No, I think that's cool.
yeah, that's the best part.
But it
there's-
takes a few seconds to get the hang of it. And when it only lasts for 10 seconds, you feel like a failure. Like, oh,
yeah, I just
man.
put my hands in my pockets and look at the floor immediately.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm always like the last one kneeling or the last one not kneeling.
Yeah,
I would
yeah,
never
yeah.
know. And
You just
know.
introduce you. Hi, I'm John. I'm John.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Josh is constantly vaping in there. It's
Like
uncomfortable.
vaping. They're just like, why is that Jew vaping in this church? I like to ascribe anti-Semitism to strangers who don't exist. It's fun. And there's a lot of morbid iconic like stuff on the walls. I noticed. Like always the one church I went to, I was like, wow, just really kind of gross. Scary, a bit scary.
Even that though, it's so impressively scary. It's
absolutely.
just like something to marvel at, you know?
Yeah, like if you ever see like those, I'm sure you guys have seen like the beautiful paintings at the Yale Art Gallery, but like those old timey, massive like battles, you know, with like the devil, and you're like, it was creepy but impressive. You know, it's awesome. So go check that place out if you haven't.
Yeah,
you know?
It's free.
It is free. I went there the day after the election last election. Just because I
cried and cried.
I just needed to see something
There's
beautiful
still
in the world, right? It was also my birthday, so I was at a pretty low point. Oh, yeah. I was like, ugh, gross.
Wait, when's your birthday?
November 9th.
Nice.
So it is
It's
coming up this week. I have a show in Springfield, Mass. So for all my Springfield listeners, and there are many.
Oh, yeah.
There are none. But if you are going to be there, I'll be the Bing Arts Performing Center or something. I believe it's, I don't know, $10, 8 p.m., something like that.
Sounds fancy. Or
you can find all of my dates on my Facebook page, which you probably don't have access to. So it's fine. I don't have a website or anything. No. I don't promote them.
Plug was terrible. It's getting worse.
It's kind of a downward spiral plug.
I refuse to release my name, and we're out of here.
All right. So how much time do we have? Not much. All right. So I guess we'll do some plugs. We don't have to do. Do you want to try to do a quick Marry, Fuck, Kill or no?
You got a topic?
I don't have a topic. I was going to say bikes, but I don't even know enough bike brands to play. Only Johnny. Only. I'm going to kill Huffy because I just really have a resident.
No, he gave you good times back in the day.
I do have
Huffy is
memories.
a male. We all know that.
I never really thought about it.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Oh, wow, yeah. Like, it's just, everybody in this place is like, yeah, Josh, of course Huffy's a man. Why would you think otherwise? I just didn't even occur to me he was gendered.
Yeah.
I still have very fond memories of my green Huffy mountain bike growing up, though. Bringing it to campsites.
Oh,
yeah. It was a shitty bike, but it was
Doesn't
great.
matter. Yeah.
Cool. All right, so let's do some plugs. Do you have anything to plug? Colin doesn't really.
No.
Rent from Colin. You can find his apartments on Craigslist.
Yeah.
When
I post them, they're on Craigslist.
So just keep an eye out on Craigslist.
Yeah.
Here he's a great landlord. Did you switch out that valve yet? How'd that go?
No, I just tightened it for now. We'll see. I think that might solve the problem.
Nice.
Yeah.
I over-tightened mine and broke it.
That's what you want to do.
Yep. So that's how. And then there was a leak in my ceiling. And it was great, you know?
Yeah.
That was one of the 3 holes currently in my ceiling.
Nice.
I'm like pretty good at home ownership, I would say.
Winter's only 5 months long.
And only just starting.
Yeah.
I'm sure I can wait this out. It's fine.
Yeah.
Okay. What about you, John? You got anything to plug? Bradley Street Bicycle
come
Co-op?
down, hang out.
What's the website?
bsbc.co.
Okay. Can we get that in slow motion? So just rewind that and play it in slow motion. You'll be fine.
When I have to answer the phone, which is, a couple times a day, I always have to say, hi, this is John Martin from the Bradley Street Bicycle Co-op. And it always just slurs into God knows what.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
And they're like, hi, is this a bike co-op? And I'm like, yep.
Nice.
You didn't hear me and I didn't say it right.
What days are you open and hours, all that?
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday from 4 to 7. If you have a
PM.
problem with your PM, yeah.
Don't show before I am.
You can.
I just have to be clear. Listen, I'm on a radio host now.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a pretty big, because I know what I'm doing.
For sure. This is a professional establishment.
Right.
No, that's true. Bring your bike down if it has problems.
Just come hang out.
You don't have to know anything. We don't do.
You have to know anything about anything.
You don't have to know anything. We will handhold you from beginning to end. We don't do the things that bike shops do. We don't sell new bikes. We don't sell new parts, and we don't fix your bike for you. You have to.
You do sell used bikes, though.
We sell used bikes. We sell used parts.
My old bike is out there. Actually, the
Unsold.
person, no, the person who has my old bike is
it's out there in the wild.
No, it's a student where I work. Like,
wow,
yeah, because it's outside where I work at the School of Architecture, and
That's
I saw
awesome.
it inside one day, and I asked 5 people, and it wasn't any of them, and I was like, oh my god,
put a little note. You got to put a note on it.
No, it's all right.
What does that note say?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm the creepy IT guy. Anyway,
My ass used to be here.
Just that unsigned.
Yeah.
Maybe write that in blood. I don't know. That's fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool.
That's far more terrifying written in blood.
Oh God.
This is a family podcast, so just something to keep in mind. What do I have to plug? Well, I'm gonna plug, Pitch Night, podcast Pitch Day, November 16th at Baobab Tree Studios, 71 Orange Street. I'll be emceeing. Check out betweentworocks.com. I will be posting regular things as soon as they enter my brain. Yeah. So this has been fun. Thank you so much, John.
Yeah. Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
Thanks, Colin.
Thanks a lot, John. Thanks
Thank
for having
you.
me again, man. Thanks for the studios.
Yeah,
Awesome.
thank you so much
Yeah.
to
This is incredible.
the sound engineer, the producer,
Yeah.
the sound engineer, Brendan, something. You're awesome. We really appreciate you. So we're going to be doing this more regularly, and I'm excited, and thank you so much for tuning in. All right. That's a wrap.
Alrighty.
Busy people and lots of yellies, Worcester hipsters and fat up townies. We have more than pizza in common, with 2 rocks for bookends. New Haven, New Haven, New Haven, between 2 rocks.